Let's get to texturing this water tower here. And I'm going to start with this guy here. And I'm going to turn off the subdivision surface and think about, I think I'm going to render it from here. So I'm going to come around to the back and in edge selection, I think I'm just going to Shift Alt and click that edge right there. Should go all the way through. The problem is, let me isolate that. I don't really want it like that. I think I'll select that edge like that. So all the way around the bottom, which really isn't going to be seen. And that I'm going to go Control E, mark seam. Okay, so I got that. Now I'm going to split my window and choose the UV image editing. I'm going to select that, and I can see that it's unwrapped it. Let's try just unwrap. I like that. So let's put back the subdivision surface. And let's switch this over to a shader. And let's click New for a new material. And let's try adding an image here. All right, I'm not going to use Substance Painter. I'm just going to use images. So let's go here, Shift D, and let's Shift S with the Node Wrangler enabled and switch to image texture. And I am going to open up a texture, and I'm going to use, what am I going to use? I think I'm going to use this one here. That image. Now, if I just connect this to the base color, we'll see that. All right. I do want these lines, but I want them a little closer together in a few more panels. Not worried about that back part, and I'm not worried about the bottom really. Although, well, let's go Control T and add the mapping nodes in the UV. And I can do a couple things. I can try that. And that gives me these lines actually, which might not look good, but they actually work to my advantage, because I am going to throw on those bars as well. And I'm going to put those bars right around there, so it looks like there's some grime in behind it. And so that actually works to my advantage in this particular case. But I don't want that shade. Here, let's just focus on that again. Shift H. Okay, you see that there? Okay, that's because I scaled it that way. I'm going to try something else though. I'm going to go Shift D and bring that down here. And I'm going to switch this to converter color ramp. Put that in there, and all of a sudden it goes into black and white. And I'm going to use this and choose a brown kind of color. And start getting the colors that I want. If I can. Now let's say I did that. Come over here. Yeah, it's all good. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm not saying that's my final color, but we'll see, is I'm going to box select all of these. I'm going to bring them down here. I think I'll move these out a bit. I know you can't see this very well. Okay, I'm going to come in here, Shift D, and copy this over. And I am going to switch this to a bump node. I'm going to connect this to the height. And I'm going to connect this to the normal. And you'll see there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on here. Let's switch this to 0.1. I get a little bit of bump there. Alright. I've left the color ramp on there. And let's just try switching this to where am I looking for? Black and white. Let's say we went with that for now, and I called this wood 1. Now let's try these. Let's see if we can get both of those. Well, let's do one. Let's go Shift H. Let's get rid of that for now. Let's say I went back here. Let's just try unwrapping it like that. I'll switch this over to a UV image editor. And I just go, let's just try that. Let's get rid of that one and copy this one down. I don't have light in here, so that could change things, or not much light, so you can go with something like that, start it like that. Let's do some work in here. Now, this stuff is still arrayed. Let's hide everything else. Let me just think about whether or not I shouldn't need those tops. Should I? Should be able to get rid of that face. I should be able to get rid of the bottom face as well. If there is one, yeah. It just leaves this. Now, if I just take this and I do Smart UV Project, I get what I need. So I don't need to mark seams on that. I'm okay with that. And let's try seeing what happens if we put the same wood on there. Okay, even though there are those lines, I don't mind that. I can take this, I can scale it. I just want to see what it looks like with those black things. I kind of like the discoloration there. Okay, so there you can see the lines coming in. Even like that, I think it looks okay and sort of weathered and stuff. So you can do whatever you want. You can try different wood. I might just go with that. Let's see how that would come along. Let's try these. Now, what have I got on this? I don't have ends, so really, I can either put a seam or I can just do this. Why not? Let's try that wood as well. All right, I'm just gonna go with that. We'll see, because I got a whole bunch of these things to do. Now, can I grab all of these and just do that and put them all together and see how it changes things? And then I can just select the wood after that. We'll look at that bump and see if it's too much. So I don't mind this effect. I'm using smart. There's no need to mark seams. I'll end up with the same thing basically. So if I don't have to do it, I'm not going to do it. Okay. I'll think about that, and if it bothers me, those black lines. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Let's have a look at this. All right, you want me to mark a seam? Let's try just that. There we go. Congratulations. Yeah, I like that. Oh, I keep doing that. I'm not going to do that for the other one, so I'm going to try just that. Yep. All right. Well, on the other hand, you can do stuff like that. You can scale them any way you want. Now, ideally, should I be choosing a different wood? Maybe I should. And I can. So let's just get this done, though. Let's take this. I already like that. Let's just try it. Okay, it looks kind of cool. Yeah, maybe this is not good. So what I can do is I can make this, let's say, wood 2. And I can come into the shader editor. And up here, let's just go back to 1 and 1. I'm working on this piece right here. And you know what? That's better, isn't it? Let's switch them all to wood 2 and see if it looks better. It does. Oh geez, I hope I don't miss any. How do these long ones look? Might get a line there. That might look okay. Let's see what this looks like. It's gonna look okay. See if I can grab all of these at the same time. I'm going to edit mode and smart UV project. Try wood 2. Okay, I got a line right there. Let's try this one. These ones, we'll see. So I can come in here and go in the UV image editor, and I can switch over to face selection. 3. Oh, where am I? There we go. So I want to have a look at this. If this bothers me, I can take this and I can move it to a position where I maybe don't see that black line. Let's say this one, this face right there. I'm all right with this so far. This piece, pain in the ass. All right, let's take this guy. I think what I want to do for this, I gotta convert this. All right, let's go over the curves. Resolution is 3. That's okay. I'm gonna commit to this. So I'm gonna come up to Object, Convert to Mesh, and let's have a look at this. It's not too bad. Let's make sure there is a subdivision surface on here. But I'm not going to apply it right now, or not use it. I'm going to try. I'm going to mark that seam. Let's try unwrap. That's going to be all right. Okay, so let's go over to the shader editor. Click New for this guy. Okay, we'll add a texture for him. Or an image, really. Shift D. Let's switch this over to texture, image texture. Let's go Control T to get the mapping stuff going. And let's open a metal texture I like this one. Okay, just from textures.com. And let's just try connecting it right up. And I like that. Okay. Let's then try, let's box select these and bring them down. Take this last one and Shift D to copy it. Let's switch this one over to a bump and bring that in. And let's just try connecting it. All right, and I get that. Let's go 0. We'll try 0.1. I want more than that, I think. I'll go with that. Might be too much though. Now, I've noticed something. That's my inexperience with 2.8. If I used to switch this to non-color data, anything I switch this to, it switches the original one. I don't know why that is. If they're linked in some way. This one is on, color sRGB. So I'm going to try the black and white thing again. Oh no. I don't know if my screencast keys have been on. I don't think they have been. I apologize for that. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm going to take this and move it out. Let's try to add converter, is it? RGB to black and white. Will it make a difference? I don't know. From here, you know, I can still scale this if I wanted to, if I felt I needed to, but then I might get it repeating and stuff, so I'm not going to do that. I go back to the UV image editor, and I see that, and if I want to try, I can scale it, you know, but then I get some repeat and this and that. But I think I'm okay with it the way it is, so I'm just going to leave that. But we'll go back to the shader editor though, and I'm going to bring metallic up to like 0.85. I'm going to try that. And you're seeing my seam there, but I don't think it's going to be that noticeable. This maybe not that much. Let's go Alt-H and bring stuff back, and let's take. Oh, and is your subdivision surface on? Let's turn you on. That'll change things a little bit. Let's take this guy and let's just try you. Let's try Smart UV Project, and let's just try putting that metal on. Okay, so we'll get that, so that's not going to be good, but let's just call this metal. And instead, let's Shift H, and let's come in. Let's look at the back on. My screen cascades will have gone off again every time I hit that. Let's take this edge. Let's take this edge and come up a bit higher, and this edge and this edge. And we'll try that. And let's just watch it. And then it changes. Okay. That might look okay. The bump is a little bit high on this, maybe 0.08. Okay. Let's Alt-H, bring that back. And I don't think that had a subdivision surface on it, and I don't think I was going to bother with it. So this is what I've got so far. I want to use that same metal on here, and so I want to look at this for a minute. And I was thinking I may just let the machine do its job. Let's see what that looks like as it unwraps. Look at that. I mean, I think it looks pretty nice. Is there a black line there, or is it just... Let's, interesting. So let's take this piece and move it over here. Let's take this piece and move it over here. It takes care of the black line, doesn't it? On the other hand, I could take the whole thing and I could scale it a tiny bit away from this black line. I think I'll do that, just in case there's problems anywhere else. And I get that on there. Let's make sure. I got rivets down there, I see. Okay. Let's move this in the Y a little bit away from those rivets. Let's scale it a tiny bit down. Not too worried about. There. Okay, so is that the problem with this? Ah, yeah, okay. There's the rivets on there. So what I need to do is I need to GY. I need to move that away from the rivets. And I also need to... let's scale this a little bit as well. We'll get it away from that black line. That's better. Okay, case that black line shows up somewhere. Could be far too much bump. No. Actually, I don't think it'll show up that much. All right, so that's okay. This thing's a pain in the neck, considering the way I did that. I probably should have brought it to a point. But I'm just going to look down on this. I'm going to deselect that for now. I'm going to select it, and I'm just... I'm going to try project from view. And I get a nice circle. I don't know what material to use for this. I'm going to click new. Just take this one and that's it. And convert this to an image texture. I did UV unwrap it, so I will go Control T so I can change scale or rotation if I want to. This is supposed to be wood, I guess. I just don't know if I got a good wood for this. I have no idea what to use. I tried this before. I didn't like any of it. Maybe I go for this again, and we'll just try plugging it in, and we'll see what's going on here. I'm getting that. You know, let's just let's do what? Let's move these and let's throw in a color ramp again. Okay, we'll have the black and white. We'll try color picking from there. Let's put the subdivision back on. Yeah, that part's not going to look very nice. Let's try the old bump thing. It's sort of cheating bump. Maybe this is going to have to switch to black and white. And then back to bump. And into the normal. Nice. Like I say, we're going to start with that. We're going to see how it goes. Are we? Okay. I'm going to call this roof. And at this point, you could take it and scale it this way or that and see what that looks like. Yeah. Well, I'm not thrilled with that piece. But let's, for now, go back to modeling. Probably change that. We'll see. And let's... do I have a camera in here anywhere? I think I could just press, you know, like 0 or something. Look for camera. Okay. Let's bring in a camera. I'm going to want to shoot from roughly that angle, I think. Lock camera to view. And then home button. Sorry, 0. And home button. You know, like this kind of thing. And let's get out of the camera view. That's how that's gonna go. seems awfully. It's okay. All right, let's Shift C and bring in an area light here. And make it bigger. And rotate the X. Look from the top. And I'm going to bring it over here and rotate it. And this one, I'm going to use nodes and make this like 100. Make it sort of a yellowish color, a bit yellowish. All right, I'm going to look from the top, and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to just rotate it around. I'm going to make this one 60. And bluish. I think I'll do this. Let's have a look like this. There, and let's just do a brand new one. It's easier. Another area light. We'll bring it back here. Scale it a bit, not too big. And rotate this to the X to point at it. And I want this guy. I actually want it behind here. This one's going to be 30. Let's just try that. Okay, so now we adjust. Yeah, the light's on here. What happened there? Do a test render. I'm going to do a test render. Alright, I just basically changed the background to black and moved the camera around a bit. So here's some renders. Lighting could be better on this and my lovely roof there. Alright, so there's one image. Roof maybe needs to come down. There's another one. Got this one from that side. Yeah, this is obviously not good, but it's alright. Okay. And then there's this one. More of the same kind of stuff, I think. Is that everything? Maybe that one. Yeah, maybe that one's my favorite. I don't know. Cool. Anyways, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching.